Hi everyone, so I thought I'd just do some updates on all the pets. I don't think I've done a video with all the pets in it for a very long time, but quite a lot has been going on in the past couple of weeks, and that's why I haven't been doing very many videos lately. I'll start off with Alvin and Scruffy first and just talk a bit about them. Alvin's just at the top here. Hello Alf! What are you doing? What are you doing? Cheeky chaps. So about a week and a half ago I was holding Scruffy. I hold them like I hold all my pets every day, and just give him like a little health check and stuff. And I turned Scruffy around and noticed that he had a lump on his stomach, just above his scent gland. So I was a bit concerned about it. I thought I'd leave it for a day and see how it goes. So then the next day I checked on it again and it was still the same. It just got a little bit bigger. So I took him to the vets and I noticed that he'd been not eating as much as well, and he wasn't as playful. So I was a bit worried because he is 2 years old now and gerbils live about 2 to 4 years old. So I thought I was going to have to put him to sleep. That was like my first thing that I thought of, just because of like what happened to Huey and Marvin. I was just kind of prepared for it in a way. I didn't actually go to the vets myself. I got my boyfriend to go just because I was so upset and I just couldn't go through it again. Hello Alv. So he took him to the vets and the vet said he had an abscess on his stomach and he was perfectly okay. So all he needed was some antibiotics. There he is. It was just some Baytril that I had to give him twice a day for a week. And the vet said he should be fine after that. The only thing is the lump may not go. It'll shrink down but it won't go completely, which that was okay. So we took him home and I started giving him the antibiotics, and it's been over a week now and he's had his full course and he's a lot better, as you can see. He's really playful. Yeah, so the abscess has gone completely down and yeah, everything's okay. I did put Manuka honey on it 3 times a day, which really helped. I don't know whether I've got the jar. Just see if I've got it in my cupboard. Oh, sorry about that. So this is the honey that I put on it. This isn't actual Manuka honey, it's a different type of honey, but it's an active honey that's got antibacterial properties. Is that the word, antibacterial? Yeah, so some of the Manuka honeys are 5+, but this one's a 10+, which means I think the higher the number, the more active it is. So yeah, I applied that on his abscess about 3 times a day, and the good thing about this is instead of like creams and stuff, which your pets aren't really supposed to lick off, if he licks this off then it won't harm him, just because it's honey. So yeah, so I'm still putting that on actually. I'll still put it on about once a week, just so it's until it's fully healed. Then yeah, I thought I'd just keep putting it on. So anyway, yeah, the abscess is fine now. Scruffy's back to his normal self, luckily. And the only thing is, excuse me, when I brought him back from the vets, I was just about to go to sleep when I heard like an actual squeal. It was a really nasty sound. I looked up at the tank and I noticed that Alvin and Scruffy were fighting, which they've never done before. If you've owned gerbils before, you'll know that they kind of have like boxing fights where they'll stand up on their hind legs and kind of like hit each other, and they'll kind of like push each other around, but that's only play fighting. But when it's a serious fight, they'll actually curl up in a ball and they'll like kind of run around the place and they'll hold themselves into a ball shape, which means that they're actually having a proper fight. and gerbils will fight until the death if they feel like they're in danger or they don't like somebody. So I got up really fast. I stopped it. It was like, it really shocked me because they'd never ever had a proper fight before. None of my gerbils have ever had fights before. So I split him up. I put Scruffy into one tank and I left Alvin in this tank. And because Scruffy was really ill, he couldn't kind of fight back. So I got really confused why it happened. So I went back to the vets and she said to split them up for now. She said to split the tank up and just see how they got on. It may have been because I don't know why it happened really. I was thinking of like a few options, like a few reasons why. It could be that because the abscess was just above his scent gland, Scruffy was unable to sense mark, and Scruffy has always been kind of like the dominant gerbil. So maybe because he couldn't scent mark, Alvin thought, oh, here we go, I can scent mark everything and I'll be the dominant gerbil. That may be one reason. Another reason why is because sometimes I think rabbits do it, but if their partner is in like distress and discomfort and, you know, not very well, they'll kind of fight them to, I don't know why, but like try to kind of I don't know, help them along or something. I don't know, I'm kind of making it up as I go, but it's probably nothing to do with that, but it may have been because of that. It may just be because he just wanted to fight him, I don't know, but anyway, I don't know why the reason of it was for, but yeah, it happened. So it happened about 12 midnight, so I had to run downstairs into the shed and go and get the gerbilarium. So I put Scruffy in the gerbilarium and I put Marvin in the tank just for the night because I couldn't do the split tank at like 12 o'clock midnight. So I was really, really upset, kind of. I was devastated when it happened because I thought, oh no, I'm going to have to split them up for good. But I've done the split tank before with Huey and Scruffy. I mean, Huey, when they were both quite young, and I did it with Pip and Marvin as well. So I thought, I'm going to give it a go, I might as well. So what I did was, they're back together now anyway, but what I did was split the tank in half, and I've still got the mesh just down here. So this is the mesh that we kind of moulded into shape, and I put it into there, and I used just plain duct tape to tape it on, which is quite strong. So then I put Scruffy on one side and Alvin on the other side. And at this time, Scruffy wasn't very well at all, so it kind of gave him some alone time to rest and just get better. So yeah, so with the mesh they could still see each other and kind of touch each other, but they couldn't get to each other properly to have a proper fight. So I didn't put any kind of toys in there. I just put a wheelie on each side and a water bottle and their food. And this topper wasn't on there as well. So yeah, I put them on into each side, and I left them for about a week. And if you do a split tank method, the things that you want to look out for is them building their nests together. So Scruffy and Alvin did build their nest together. They built it either side there, and they kind of touched each other as they were asleep. So that's a really good sign that your gerbil will get along with the other gerbil. Oh, and I just noticed that Timmy's down there. We'll see you in a bit, because people want to see you. Anyway, yeah, so they still built their nest together. They were grooming each other through the wire mesh as well, which is a really good sign. And generally, Alvin just looked like he wanted to get to Scruffy, and Scruffy kind of wanted to get to Alvin. But I was really cautious still. I didn't want any more fights, and because Scruffy wasn't very well, I didn't want to put him through the stress again. So I waited until I put them back together 2 days ago. So they were split up for about just over a week. And then what you need to do is swap the other gerbil to the other side and that gerbil to the other side, just so they can get used to their smells and their scents will mix. And if the other gerbil sleeps in the other gerbil's nest, then that's a really good sign as well. So all that happened. Yeah, so I swapped them a couple of times. I swapped them over each day, and then I decided to just try and put them together. So I placed Alvin over into Scruffy's side, and they just got along. It's like nothing ever happened really, and they're back together. And I kind of babbled on for the past 10 minutes now, but hopefully you understand what happened, and that's why I haven't been doing many videos lately, just because of that was going on, and it was kind of a distressing time for me and the gerbils, just because I thought that I wasn't going to be able to put them back together again. But they're perfectly fine now. Over the top. Whoops. I haven't put as many toys in as I usually do, just because I don't want them to like kind of claim the toys. Whoops. Yeah. So, are you gonna come out and say hello? Woo! That was quick, Alvin. I always call you Marvin, don't I? Say hello. Hey? No. Scruffy will say hello though, won't you, boy? Hey? Scruffy's really, really tame, and he was just absolutely amazing when I was giving him his antibiotics. He just sat there and just took them. Hey, are you gonna come and say hello to me? He was a really good boy, but yeah, they're all back to normal now, hopefully, for good. Hopefully there won't be any more fights, but I'm just keeping my eye on them now. Yeah. Hey? Come and say hello, will you? Alvin! Alvin! Come and say hello. No? Where's Scruffster gone? Where's Scruffster? Oh, we got a nice close-up of you. Where's Scruffy? Anyway, yeah. So that's what happened with Alvin and Scruffy. And I'll just show you Timmy now, because you haven't seen Timmy. He's the gerbil that I paired Pip up with. I'm just going to get them out in their playpen actually, because it's hard to see them in their tank just because it's so full up, and they've made a right mess. So yeah, so here are Timmy and Pip. I've put them in their playpen. It's just 2 playpens stuck together, so it's about a 6-foot run, goes all along there. I'll just show you the box of it. So it's this playpen. It's from Pet Zone. I got them from what's the place called? The Pet Centre? No, not the Pet Centre. Just for Pets, that's the one. And they were only about £5 each, so I just stuck them together. They just hooked together like that. So they've got a really long run and really bad now. Whoops! What have you done? Pip! You've trapped Timmy. Oh, you silly sausage. So there's Timmy. I've had him for about a month and a half now, I think. So yeah, they got on really, really well. He's a little cheeky boy. Aren't you? He's got some really beautiful markings. He's got like a little halo on top of his head, if you can see just there. He's got like this little white patch, and then he's got like a little white bit on the end of his tail as well. So yeah, that's Timmy. Let's see if he's going to take a treat from me. He usually does. Timster! I named him after Tiny Tim from The Christmas Carol. So yeah. Timmy, you take one. Good boy. And Pip never ever takes treats from me. So that's Timmy and Pip. You're a little cheeky chappy, aren't you? What I tend to do as well is sit in the run, just because it's so long, and they kind of like run around me and on my legs, and it just helps with bonding between me and the gerbils really, and so they can get used to my scent and stuff like that. So I think that's about everything with the gerbils. So updates on Peanut. There are no updates really. He's still his usual self. He's just come out of bed. Peanut! Peanut! I haven't seen you for a long time. Yeah, so his cage looks pretty much the same. So he's just got his bed up there. Down on this section he's got like a little willow tunnel thing. He's got a strawberry house. I bought him a new food bowl for Christmas. It was from Pets at Home, from one of those gift set things where you get a couple of packs of treats with it. He's sniffing the side of the cage. Just down here he's got a Christmas pudding which he got from Christmas for Christmas. He's got a sand bath, and just down at the bottom he's got his Trixie wheel and water bottle. So Peanut looks pretty much the same as he usually does, just with a few different new toys. And the gerbils are walking all over my feet. What are you doing? You better not nibble on my foot, which you just did. Ow! So that's Peanut. Where are the doggies? Where are my doggies? Oh no! What are you three doing? What's Maisie doing? What's Mole doing? Molly. Smell gerbil. What's Moo doing? Moo. Oh, Moo. Such an old ducky. Oh. Oh. So I'm just outside the shed. I thought I'd show you the outside of it because I don't think I have since I moved house. So it just looks like that. It still needs painting and touching up, but that will be until the summer because it's been snowing, but it's all gone now and it's frosted over instead. So it just looks like that, and I'll just go inside now. So this is what the inside of the shed looks like now. As you can see, I've fitted carpet down. I got it free. Where I work, next door is a carpet shop, and they're always throwing out pieces of carpet. So I grabbed this piece, and I've got another piece as well, spare. And it's a really good quality carpet. It's really thick. The pattern's a bit crazy. It's very 70s, but I'm sure the bunnies won't mind. It keeps the shed a lot warmer. If you have lino in your shed, you'll know that it gets really, really cold, to the point where my feet are absolutely frozen if I stand on it. So yeah, the carpet has helped so much with the warmth in the shed, and the bunnies seem to really like it. Don't you? So the shed hasn't changed that much. I've still got the hutch in here. I filled it with loads of straw, and they've got their litter tray. I've just changed the fleece around, and it's no longer Christmassy anymore, which is very sad, isn't it, Rocky? But oh well. They've got their hutch up there, their little dangly tree. They got a few things for Christmas. I did do a separate video on like a Christmas haul, just because I didn't have the time really. But I did take some pictures, so I'll probably insert them in now. So yeah, that's what the pets got for Christmas. They got another one of the dangly trees. They got one of these vegetable patches which they've completely destroyed. They destroyed it in like 2 days. Hey, you really like that, don't you? So I'd highly recommend getting one of them for your rabbits. You Speck? You jealous, are you? So yeah, they love that. I've just put a few pellets down for their breakfast. Then I've still kept the little willow hanging heart thing. And they've got their little platform here. And there's, sorry my camera's not focusing today. And they've got another one of the tree things, which is their old one. They've got their water bowl, with a jingly ball in it so it doesn't freeze up. And then they've just got a few toys scattered around. So that's what the shed looks like really. Nothing much has changed. But yeah, you're all set for the winter, aren't you? For the cold weather. You chew my finger. So I think that's pretty much it with all the pets. Yeah, I just thought I'd do like a quick update video on all of them. You really don't like that, do you? Well, you do. But you just want to destroy it. And you're always pushing me out the way and nibbling me. Eee! So, what else can I say? Oh yeah, in a couple of weeks' time I'm going to the Harrogate Burgess Small Pet Show. So I'm going on the Saturday. Me and my boyfriend are going to drive up on the Friday because it's going to take about 2.5 hours. And we're going to stay over on the night and then go on to... Oh, what are you doing? And then go on the Saturday. So if any of you are going, just say hello to me. I'm pretty shy, so... Well, I'm not shy, but I don't like going up to people and like saying hello. But if you recognise me or anything, just come up to me and say hello. Yeah, I'd love that. We can have a little chat. Whee! So that's why I haven't been buying much for the pets recently. I haven't done like any haul videos just because I've been saving my money up for the pet show. So yeah, it should be fun.